Hi yogis, it's Laurin here, and today I wanted to talk to you about our theme for February, which is focus, or dharana. And dharana is the sixth limb of yoga. And today what I want to talk about specifically was actually the step that comes before dharana, or focus, which is something called Pratyahara, the fifth limb of yoga. And it's kind of the bridge between the more tangible or physical limbs of yoga and the more philosophical, the more mental ones, especially that of meditation and self-realization. So Pratyahara is basically defined as withdrawing the senses. This is the first step toward that focus and then, of course, toward meditation. So this is a little bit different than focus itself. When we talk about Pratyahara, we're talking about kind of detaching ourselves from the external world. And we do this a lot in yoga class. If you've ever been on your mat and maybe you've heard the teacher cue you to bring your attention inward, that's basically what they're talking about. So instead of focusing on the traffic outside and the sounds in the room and all the external stimuli, we are trying to bring our awareness closer and closer toward ourselves and eventually to what's happening on inside the body and mind, inside the emotions, inside the spirit, inside our energy. Like all of those things is what we get to notice when we withdraw the senses. So and that's something that we do as soon as we're sitting down to meditate as well. Instead of focusing on all the external stuff, we close our eyes and we bring our awareness toward what's happening inside, withdrawing the senses. So it seems like a simple concept. Of course, it's never as simple in practice. In order to really do that effectively, we have to be able to let go of some of the mind stuff as well, some of those fluctuations and the thoughts that keep moving in and out. And sometimes to do that, we focus on one thing in particular at a time. So that's where that focus then comes in. As you withdraw the senses, perhaps your first focus is your breath. And that's what you allow your attention to sit with. And that is an internal aspect of yoga, of course. It's also an external one, and it can be voluntary and involuntary. So it's interesting to notice as you withdraw the senses, does your breath change as you bring your awareness to it? Maybe it's an internal focal point, like your heart center or your third eye or something like that to help you hone your attention. All of that is simply kind of a personal preference. However you do it might be different from however I do it. So using that withdrawal of the senses, Pratyahara, together with focus is how we get to the next step, which is ultimately meditation. And then in the end, also self-realization, self-awareness, you might call it enlightenment or samadhi. It really depends on kind of what your end goal with it is. So I hope you found that helpful. Let me know if that's something that you practice intentionally, or maybe that you've practiced before but not really put a name to it, or noticed that it was a thing in and of itself. It is a practice, and it can be really a powerful one as well. So thank you for listening and for your comments and everything on all the videos. We really appreciate it. Let us know if you have any questions. Namaste.